She stared at the tiny screen of her battered smartphone as the last of her courage drained away. The hospital bill for her son's treatment loomed over her like a dark cloud. 2 days ago, she had sold the last of her son's baby clothes just to pay for milk. Now, with no food in their tiny apartment and her son's cries echoing in her ears, she felt at the end of her rope. Typing through trembling fingers, she drafted a message she never imagined sending. "Hello, I'm so sorry to bother you. I think I have the wrong number, but I saw your picture online. Please, my name is Maya. I'm a single mother with a 3-year-old boy named Sam. We haven't eaten in 2 days. I'm desperate. Could you help me with just $50 for food? I'll pay you back somehow. Thank you." Her finger hovered over send, each beat of her heart pounding in her chest. She closed her eyes, took a shaky breath, and pressed the button. A split second later, the message flew into cyberspace. She stared at the sent status, half expecting her phone to explode in shame. She pressed delete on the draft of the apology note she had intended to write once she realized her mistake. Then she did something she never did. She allowed herself to hope. Moments ticked by like hours. Outside, sirens wailed and neighbors bickered. In her apartment, the silence was suffocating. Sam tugged gently on her sleeve, his eyes red from crying. Maya scooped him into her arms, rocking him as if lullabies could still magic away hunger. She checked her phone again. Nothing. Just as she was about to turn it off, a new message arrived. Who is this? The screen glowed like a lifeline. Maya's breath caught in her throat. She typed, "I'm Maya. I'm sorry. I thought this was someone else." A pause. Then, "Explain." Her hands trembled. She wiped her palms on her jeans and answered, "I'm a single mother. My son has been sick and I lost my job 2 weeks ago. We have no food. I saw your picture someone posted about you on Instagram. I know it's crazy. I'm sorry. I just needed help." Another pause. Maya held her breath. Seconds crawled by until a new message appeared. "How much do you need?" Maya stared at the question as if it were a miracle. Her fingers flew. $50. Just for groceries. Please, I can send you my details. I'd never ask anyone else. Again, suspense. Then, send your account. She quickly sent him her information. In less time than it took for her phone's battery to drop 1%, a notification pinged. Transferred. Check. Maya's heart thundered. She opened her banking app. There it was. $50. Her eyes blurred with tears. She turned to Sam and whispered, "We can eat tonight, baby." He smiled, the first genuine smile in days. She hugged him, fighting back sobs of relief. Then she realized she didn't even know who he was. She tapped out, "Thank you. This means the world. Who am I speaking to?" His reply came swiftly. "I'm James Aldridge." Her breath caught again. James Aldridge, the tech billionaire whose empire stretched across continents. The man featured in glossy magazines with a reputation for ruthlessness in business. She stared at the name, disbelieving. I... Night, Maya prepared a simple dinner, rice and beans. She watched Sam eat with ravenous gratitude, his chubby cheeks smeared with sauce. She ate little, just enough to calm her rumbling stomach. Later, after Sam fell asleep, she sat on the threadbare couch and stared at the wall, the glow of her phone illuminating her tired face. She typed again, "Mr. Aldridge, I don't know how to thank you. How can I ever repay you?" She waited. Then, "You don't need to repay me. Just take care of your son. Her finger hovered over the keyboard before she crafted one last message. Thank you, James. Good night. She put the phone down and fell into a dreamless sleep, clutching Sam's blanket. Hi, uh, morning. Light filtered through the slatted blinds. Sam babbled as he played with his wooden blocks. Maya brewed weak coffee and heated leftover rice. Her phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number. Morning, Maya. How are you two? She smiled. She typed, better, thanks to you. Then, can I do anything for you today? She hesitated. Could she ask for more? No. 48 hours ago, she would. Never have imagined someone caring so much. She typed, just stay safe. A reply came almost instantly. You too. For the next week, Maya and James exchanged short messages, genuine but polite. He checked in on Sam's health, offered small advice on job leads. Slowly, she learned that James had grown up with little after his mother's death drove him to build an empire. He understood hunger. He knew what it was to have nothing. Meanwhile, Maya used the $50 to stretch her meals and managed to land a part-time shift at a neighborhood cafe. It was far from enough to clear the hospital bill, but it was a start. Every evening, after her shift, she and Sam walked to the park. Sometimes she paused by the fountain, scrolling through James's updates, photos of charity dinners, frontline field visits. His life was galaxies away from hers, yet he had noticed her. On a rainy afternoon, her cafe supervisor handed her an envelope. Congrats, you're full-time starting Monday, he said with a grin. Tears pricked her eyes. She clutched the envelope to her chest. Thank you. Back home, she texted James. Got a full-time job. I start Monday. His reply. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. She stared at the message long after Sam tugged her sleeve. She realized that hope could sometimes appear in the most unexpected form. Stranger's kindness. Weeks passed. Her cafe wages covered rent and food, but the hospital debt still loomed. One evening, James sent a surprising invitation. Maya, I know someone who can help you with medical bills. If you'd like, come to my office tomorrow. Her stomach nodded. Go to a billionaire's office? What would she say? How would she explain herself? But she knew this could save her son. She messaged back. Okay. The next day, wearing her only clean dress, she clutched Sam's locket as they rode. In a hired car, the building loomed like a glass monolith. Her heart raced as they entered the lobby, the doorman's eyes following her. Moments later, she stood in front of a receptionist. I'm here to see James Aldridge. A flurry of activity ensued. Whispered words, phone calls. 10 minutes later, she was led into a vast office, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. And there he was, James Aldridge in a tailored suit, removing his cufflinks. He stood and offered his hand. She hesitated, then shook it. His grip was firm yet kind. Thank you for coming, he said. His deep voice echoed. Thank you for inviting us, she replied, voice trembling. He gestured to a stack of envelopes on his desk. These should cover Sam's treatments and your outstanding bills. She stared. I can't accept this. His eyes were soft. You already have my help, Maya. Consider this an investment in your future. Tears spilled down her cheeks. She nodded, unable to speak. He handed her one envelope. Open it when you're home. They left the office in silence. In the car, Sam dozed against her shoulder. Maya opened the envelope. Inside was another her cafe's employer letter of full-time status and medical checks covering expenses. And beneath them, a personal note. Believe in yourself as I believe in you. James, her heart swelled. She stared out the car window at the gray sky. For the first time, she felt the world open before her. Months passed. With James's support, Maya paid off every debt. She advanced to manager at the cafe, teaching junior staff the value of compassion. Sam blossomed into a joyful toddler, healthy and thriving. And her friendship with James deepened. Messages turned into occasional lunch meetings at quiet bistros. He listened to her dreams of opening a child care center for struggling parents. She helped him understand life outside boardrooms. One afternoon, James surprised her. "Maya, would you join my foundation as a partner? We could launch that center together." She blinked, overwhelmed. Yes. They spent the next months drafting plans. On the day they signed the official papers, they stood before a room of photographers and journalists. Maya, in a simple dress, smiled broadly as James introduced her. "This is Maya Patel," he said, "a mother whose courage and kindness inspired our project. Together, we'll build a brighter future for families in need." The flash bulbs popped. Maya glanced at James, her accidental benefactor, turned partner and friend. She thought of the text she had sent that night in desperation. Who would have thought one mistaken message could transform so many lives? As she held Sam's hand and stepped onto the stage, Maya knew that sometimes a small act of kindness, whether $50 or a message, could change destiny. And in that moment, she vowed to pay it forward every day for as long as she lived.